Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review, and today we are going for number 3 in this series of the Barrel Collab series number 2. We've already had a Flanders style red ale with a kettle sour base. We've already had a imperial fruited sour, again kettle sour base. First one was crème de cassis barrels, the second one was maple bourbon barrels, which was also a first for me. So let's see what we want to have today. And I am looking at the back because there's a list on there, which is a bit easier than always opening up the package like the first series. So it goes without saying that the Imperial Triple from the Antwerp Brewing Company is going to be last. Why? Well, because it's Antwerp and because I work for that brewery. So I want to keep that as a climax moment. Now we still have a smoked Baltic Porter on Speyside whiskey barrels. I love a good Baltic Porter, however I am maybe not in the mood for something smoked today. So we still have 2 left, and that is the black wheat wine aged on Chardonnay wine barrels, or the vanilla coconut stout aged on bourbon barrels. Now, I'm not really in the mood for bourbon, however I do feel like having a vanilla coconut stout today. And those occasions are rare that I'm actually feeling like having one of those. So let's go for that one. And that is Floem, Brewery Floem. I completely forgot where they are based. I know they are Dutch. Oh, conveniently the top one. So 3 more to go after this one. Now, I do believe we have had some beers by Floem, probably in Mr. Hub's advent calendars, but yeah, I'm very curious. Again, a beautiful can. As I said yesterday, I am, Stay Boy. I am a big fan of that silver and pink combination. This time the cross is incorporated with the pink and the shadows. So I really like this. It is simple, it is not so busy, still very organic. This actually reminds me of an amoeba, but that might be my work talking. The only downside of these cans is that they are very reflective and hard to read. Okay, so this stout is brewed with a tropical twist right from the start. Brewed with legendary Floem, we added loads of coconut followed by a long rest in bourbon barrels. What came out is a rich, smooth beer with a serious character and a beachy edge. And that is beachy with a B, so not a P. Collab with Floem style vanilla coconut stout, aged on bourbon barrels, 12% ABV. That is probably a bit more than I need today, but here we are. And then 170 EBC, so quite dark, hence Imperial Stout. And 50 IBUs, that is rather bitter in my opinion for a vanilla coconut stout. But of course we still have hops and roasted malts, so. Ingredients: water, barley malt, oat flakes, maltodextrin, so again an added sugar, coconut, vanilla, hops and yeast. Now what really catches my eye here is that they added vanilla as an ingredient, so it's not just vanilla from the oak from the barrels, but they actually added vanilla. Okay, yet again interesting. Looks dark. Is dark. Oh, look at that. So thick. Very oily. I am working to get foam on there. So, what do we see? fuck all. We don't see shit. Meaning this is extremely dark. Again, not even on the bottom, not even on the edges. So this is really, really dark, pitch black, I would say, not even ruby red, because we are not succeeding in shining enough light through to get that red shine. Foam present. I had to work a bit to get the foam on there. No problem. We're gonna call this brown. It's not even dark beige, this is actually brown. Oh, that smells good. I'm getting a lot of chocolate, a very tiny hint of not even really coffee, but mocha. But a lot of chocolate. I am getting a bit of coconut, a bit of vanilla. But also some roasty aromas that remind me of like coconut briquettes for a barbecue. Yeah, very nice. Also a bit of bitterness in there, so I think that they added quite a bit of hops actually. In combination, of course, with those roasted malts. Interesting. Now, disclaimer, I am not the biggest fan of vanilla coconut stouts in any form or combination, but that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy one from time to time. I think the first one that I had was a gift from two people I met when I was still brewing for Duvel Moordjat, and they handed me a limited Cocoa Banger by Poyella that I also reviewed on this channel, and I really did like that. And I've had a few in the past that I actually really liked, but I've also had a few that I really didn't like, and it really depends. So I'm very curious for this, for the beer itself and for what I am gonna take away from it. So let's have a taste. Cheers. Oh, funny. While pouring, I said it's very oily, it's very thick, but it actually really doesn't come across as that thick. Now, it is a 12%. Yes, 12% ABV. At first, it doesn't taste like a 12, it's more like 8, 9, so quite high, but not extreme. And the mouthfeel is a bit thinner. It's a bit more like chocolate milk and a bit less like motor oil. So it is an imperial stout, do they call it an imperial stout? No, just a stout. However, I would probably call this an imperial stout as well. Okay, it's not 14%, but 12, it's pretty high already. But it is surprisingly less boozy than the ABV would have us believe. That is one thing. Secondly, it has the consistency like of chocolate milk. Also has a lot of chocolate milk flavor, meaning it is milky, it is creamy. We do have a lot of chocolate aroma, chocolate flavor, and in a lot of coconut stouts it's like eating a Bounty bar. In this case that's not true. I do get a lot of chocolate, I do get a hint of vanilla, but I'm not exactly getting a lot of coconut, meaning that they used it in a more subtle way. And don't get me wrong, it is in there, but for some coconut stouts it's like drinking coconut milk, and that is not the case here. So again, very nice. Just like in the nose, I'm getting hints of mocha, so not full-blown coffee, it's not espresso, cappuccino, but I'm getting like mocha. Mocha being a creamier version, a softer version, like mocha ice cream as well. So it is more like a macchiato or even like an iced coffee, which is in the range of chocolate milk. So it is somewhere around those regions, like chocolate milk, iced coffee. So we have a pleasant mouthfeel, we have a very interesting flavor palette, we have a very nice aroma. I'm gonna have to score this higher than I expected to, again. Whew. And the aftertaste doesn't help either, and by that I mean it's surprisingly pleasant. The aftertaste is way more bitter, so soft but bitter, meaning it's a bit ashy, it's a bit roasty. It's actually, this is the first time I actually get coffee instead of mocha, but very pleasant again. So yeah, I'm gonna give this an easily a 375, but I am gonna have a few more sips of this and think about it, because this started out as a seemingly simple beer, but for some reason it came out quite complex. Again, I haven't mentioned the bourbon, I haven't mentioned the barrel aging, but if you handed me this in a blind tasting, I would not even speak about barrel aging. I would be probably in doubt whether the vanilla hints are from adding vanilla or aging on oak, but apart from that, nothing in this beer screams barrel aged or screams bourbon. There are subtle hints, and I think that makes it actually even better, because as you've noticed in the past week and a half, I am not the biggest bourbon fan, but I do like this, and that is because it is subtle, because it's not really outspoken. So again, job very well done, Vandestreek and Floem in this case. Yeah, I like it a lot. Yum. Yeah, 375 it is. If you enjoyed this video, please comment down below, let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or whatever, hit that thumb if you really liked it, and if you want to support this channel, support me via sharing the video, via adding to the mailing list, via Patreon, and support me financially. I promise you, there are free tiers, there are cheap tiers, and if you want to see more, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you'll get notified whenever I upload something, and I will see you guys again in the next video, which is tomorrow, with another one of these last 3 beers. Cheers, you guys.